What I'm about to read to you from is an older article from Arutz Shiva that came out in 2011. But I want to state here that the facts are just as relevant today as they were back in 2011. Then the article says here, the Vatican wants to lay its hands on Jerusalem. It's very true. As we know, Israel gave the upper room, or the cenacle, to the Pope, and that's where he performed Mass, which according to Obadiah was prophesied to happen. But we know that there are other reasons why the Vatican wants to lay claim on Rome. And in my opinion, I believe that the Pope wants to be like a third neutral party to make Jerusalem an international city of peace where he can have rulership. The building of the third temple comes to mind, where he would get credit possibly for having that happen, where he could present himself one day as the one that people praise and worship as the one who brought peace on this earth. Like I said, the Pope wants to take the Lord's title, Prince of Peace, in my opinion. So the Vatican wants to lay its hands on Jerusalem, and this came out from Arutz Shiva in 2011. It says here, and I want to go on down to something here that in the article that I think is very relevant even for this day. It says here, speaking of Obama, it says the Obama plan also calls for resolving the two thorniest issues in the conflict by sharing Jerusalem and settling Arab refugees in Arab countries for a future Palestinian state, but not in Israel. According to Obama, the old city of Jerusalem would be designated an international zone. It says here. So this is what they're looking for. Also, it was stated here, the Vatican wants Israel relinquishing sovereignty at the Western Wall and the Temple Mount. Now, the Temple Mount is of special interest to the papacy because, like I said, they're very interested in seeing the third temple built to bring the world's three monotheistic religions together, with the Pope as the head, as like a third neutral party to rule this international city. The Vatican wants Israel to relinquish sovereignty at the Western Wall and the Temple Mount. The Holy See uses the expression Holy Basin, which refers to the area of the Temple Mount, the Mount of Olives, Mount Zion, and a variety of Christian holy sites which the administration of former U.S. President Bill Clinton began recommending be administered under a special regime. And I've read online recently about this special regime being part of an international zone, or making Jerusalem an international city where a third temple could be built. And I've read articles stating that many are calling for the Pope in Rome to be that ruler, or that neutral party to bring peace in an internationalized Jerusalem. So does the Vatican want to lay its hands on Jerusalem? You tell me. I believe they most certainly do. And it's not just because the Pope is interested in Christian holy sites and claiming sites that took place in the Gospels. He wants Jerusalem for his own gain. He wants the third temple built, and he, I believe, wants credit for that eventually, to bring about the world's three monotheistic faiths. I believe he wants to take the Lord's title, Prince of Peace, so he gets the accolades for bringing peace in this world and making ecumenism work. And I do believe that if Jerusalem is internationalized and a third temple is built, the Pope will indeed be at the helm. So does the Vatican want Jerusalem? In my opinion, you bet. So keep your eyes on prophecy. Google this yourself. Many things come up about the papacy and them wanting the Mount of Olives, the Temple Mount, Jerusalem, and the internationalization of Jerusalem, the building of the third temple, and how the Pope/Vatican are heavily behind it all. And the Jesuit order is behind it all as well. Okay, so I just thought I'd bring this to your attention so you could do some more research on the subject. Thank you for listening. God bless you.